Ladies and gentlemen, today I'm going to show you how to make a peanut butter cookie lasagna. It's so simple, you just won't believe it. Next time you go to a pitch-in, this is the thing to take. I'm telling you, it'll win people over. I'm going to a pitch-in tomorrow, and I decided that I would make the healthiest thing possible, so I went with peanut butter cookie lasagna. The ingredients are, you gotta have a whole box of Nutter Butter cookies. I mean, anything less, you won't have enough for what you need. You gotta have the whole box. You gotta have whipped topping. You gotta have vanilla pudding. You gotta have some melted peanut butter. That's very important. And you gotta have some Reese cups. I've got a little bowl over here filled up. That should be about what I need. We'll find out exactly here. Now, you take your baking dish. Now, as you can see, maybe you can't, I don't know. But I've already lined the bottom of the baking dish with Nutter Butter cookies. Then what you do, you take some melted peanut butter, and guys, especially guys, I know, many guys don't think enough to do this, but when you melt your peanut butter in like a little cup, whatever, put it on top of some paper towel, because if you don't, your wife will be most pleased with you to think that you made the mess of, and then don't clean it up. So what you do, you take some melted peanut butter and drizzle over your Nutter Butter cookies, like so. All right, put it back on your paper towel there. And then what you do, get you a rubber scraper. And then I made 4 boxes of 4 boxes of instant pudding. I think I've got enough. And then you, like so, just spread it over your Nutter Butter cookies. Like I said, this is the healthiest thing in the world. You find all these ingredients in the health aisle of your local supermarket, next to the protein drinks and all your health bars and all this, that, and the other. And if you can't find it, the people just ask. They'll be able to show you the way to your ingredients here. All right, we got a nice little layer of vanilla pudding over our Nutter Butter cookies. You don't have to be gentle with this stuff either. I mean, you got to make sure you've got plenty. All right, put your pudding back up, and then next thing, ladies and gentlemen, you got to have some whipped topping. You take your whipped topping and make you a layer of that. Like so. I thought I'd laid this out enough where it would be totally unthawed, but maybe not, but that's okay. It doesn't really matter much. Look at that. Like I said, don't get skimpy on this stuff. Just put it on there. Spread it out the best you can. Like so. And then, ladies and gentlemen, you gotta have your Reese cups. Make sure you. This is the hardest thing of the dessert here, is just taking the time to chop these things up. And what you do, you just take them like so, and just put them in there. Simple as that. A little bit messy, but oh well. Look at this. Oops, I got some on the floor. Oh well. As long as the dog don't eat it, we're alright. Alright. There's your first layer, ladies and gentlemen. Wash my hands off real quick here. Alright. And then what you do is you do the whole thing over again in layers. Take you some more peanut butter cookies. For the recipe that you find online calls for an 8x8 dish or whatever. That's too small. This is a 9 by something. I don't know what the hell it is. But 8 by 8, nah. That's too small to even mess with. So there we go. We're putting another layer of Nutter Butter cookies. Don't this look good already? Yes, indeed. Healthy for you. It you know. Don't let anybody tell you anything different. All right. So you got your another layer of Nutter Butter cookies. And then you go back with your melted peanut butter and drizzle over again, like so. Put the rest back up there on your paper towel. And then you go back over that with another layer of pudding. Like I said, don't be skimpy with this stuff. Drop some more on the floor. Now guys, make sure you clean this stuff up before your wife gets home. Like I said, they'll be most pleased. So another layer of vanilla pudding. Yeah, look at that. Oh, and by the way, I'd like to thank my most wonderful cousin, Tony Butcher, for bringing this to our late cousin Sean Dolly's memorial dinner that we had just a couple months back. I tried this and I begged him to give me the recipe, and it was so easy. It's online. So there you have another layer of vanilla pudding. Then you go back, another layer of whipped cream. Boy, don't this look good already. People at the lake out near Kingman will just love this. Get a good amount on there and spread it. Like I said, don't let anybody tell you that this isn't good for you. This is all, like I said, this is all healthy stuff. You got your peanut butter and your Cool Whip, that's your dairy. You got your Reese Cup, that's your chocolate group. Everybody loves chocolate. And then now, you go back with some Reese Cups. And what you got left over, hell, just eat it. Hopefully it won't have a lot of left. Try to cover it the best you can. Looks like we're going to use just about all of it. All right, good cover there. Once again, I'll wash my hands off. And then, after you get done with the last layer of Reese Cups, you take some Nutter Butter cookies. I've already got some in a Ziploc bag. What you've got left, crush them up. I don't think I've got a rolling pin, but I don't. That's the only thing she don't have. So you just crush them up the best you can. Like so. And really you just Wow, they're going to love this. They are going to love this. And if they don't, that's more for me. And then, if you have any peanut butter left that you've melted, go ahead and drizzle the rest of it back over the top of that, like so. Damn hands are shaking. And then, here's another important thing, everybody. This is the finished product right here. Now, it's very important that maybe you put a little bit of saran wrap or something over this thing, and you gotta let it sit in the fridge for about 24 hours. That's the hard part, letting it sit in there so that the cookies can soften up for when it's ready to eat. That's the hard part, letting it sit in there because you can't touch it. Look at it, I mean, it's just beautiful. So then, I'll just, or at least attempt to. It'll take a couple pieces of it, looks like, huh? Not like fighting saran wrap, for Christ's sakes. Cover it like that. Then let it sit in the fridge for 24 hours. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the great peanut butter cookie lasagna. Everybody have a good day now. Thanks.